Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live well in a chaotic and unpredictable world. The Stoics believe that the only thing we can control is our thoughts and actions, and that we should focus on what is in our power and accept what is not. By doing so, we can achieve inner peace, happiness, and wisdom. But how can we apply Stoicism to our modern lives? Here are some Stoic rules that can help us live better. Own the morning. The way we start our day sets the tone for the rest of it. The Stoics advised us to rise early and use the morning as a time for reflection, meditation, and preparation. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I have to go to work as a human being. I'm going to do what I was born for.' Or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm? Focus on what you can control." One of the core principles of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, the distinction between what is up to us and what is not. The Stoics taught us to focus only on what is in our control, such as our opinions, judgments, decisions, and actions, and to ignore or accept what is not, such as external events, circumstances, and other people's behavior. As Epictetus said, "Some things are in our control and others not." We control opinions, pursuits, desires, aversions, and, in a word, whatever our actions. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and, in a word, whatever are not our actions. Don't suffer imagined troubles. Many of our worries and fears are based on things that have not happened yet and may never happen. The Stoics warned us against letting our imagination run wild and create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. As Seneca said, "There is nothing so wretched or foolish as to anticipate misfortunes. What madness it is in your expecting evil before it arrives." Instead of worrying about the future, we should focus on the present and deal with reality as it is. Treat success and failure the same. The Stoics taught us to be indifferent to external things such as wealth, fame, pleasure, and pain, and to value only our virtue and character. They also taught us to be resilient and adaptable in the face of change and adversity. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Be like the headland on which the waves break constantly, which still stands firm, while the foaming waters are put to rest around it. It is my bad luck that this has happened to me. On the contrary, say, it is my good luck that although this has happened to me, I can bear it without getting upset, neither crushed by the present nor afraid of the future. Just do one thing every day." The Stoics believed that the best way to live is to live according to nature, which means to live according to reason and virtue. They also believed that the best way to achieve this is to practice daily, by doing one thing every day that aligns with our principles and goals. As Epictetus said, "If you wish to improve, be content to appear clueless or stupid in extraneous matters. Don't wish to seem knowledgeable. And if some regard you as important, distrust yourself. Make beautiful choices." The Stoics viewed life as a series of choices, each an opportunity to exercise our free will and express our true nature. They urged us to make choices that are beautiful, noble, and good, regardless of the consequences or the opinions of others. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Just that you do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter, cold or warm, tired or well-rested, despised or honored, dying, or busy with other assignments. Constantly ask, is this necessary?" The Stoics advocated a simple and frugal lifestyle, free from unnecessary distractions and attachments. They encouraged us to question our desires and impulses and to ask ourselves whether they are truly essential or beneficial for our well-being. As Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Love your fate. The Stoics taught us to embrace whatever happens to us and to see it as a part of a larger plan or purpose. They called this attitude amor fati, or love of fate. By loving our fate, we can transform any obstacle into an opportunity and any misfortune into a blessing. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well." Speak with the dead. The Stoics were well aware of the brevity and fragility of life, and they used this awareness as a motivation to live well and wisely. They also used the examples of the great men and women of the past as guides and inspirations for their own lives. They advised us to read the works of the wise and to imagine conversing with them as if they were alive. As Seneca said, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you can improve." The process is mutual, for men learn while they teach. Be strict with yourself and tolerant of others. The Stoics taught us to be self-disciplined and self-critical, and to hold ourselves accountable for our actions and words. They also taught us to be compassionate and forgiving towards others, and to avoid judging or blaming them for their faults. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" These are some of the Stoic rules that can help us live a better life. Of course, there are many more, and you can find them in the writings of the Stoic philosophers, such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. And remember, as Seneca said, as long as you live, keep learning how to live.